Good evening. It is time for today's Tax Talk. I am your host. I'm attorney Stephen Leahy. It is Wednesday, June 8th, the year of our Lord 2022. Almost said 2021. Time flies. Yesterday, United States Treasury Secretary Yellen appeared in front of a Senate committee, and she had a lot to say, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Won't you join us? So, as we mentioned,
have an enormous tax
I had some
gap.
video. Let's see if we can make this
Workers.
work. One of the problems is I can't hear it very well, so as I play it. But I'm going to play it because I think it's important that we hear. There's actually two clips I want you to hear. So let's see if we can hear this one.
There, we have an enormous tax gap. Workers who receive W-2 income pay what's owed. The error rates are absolutely tiny, and most of the tax gap has to do with high-income taxpayers, including those who benefit from pass-throughs, that have opaque sources of income we know less about, and the resources of the IRS have been cut to the point where they've largely cut back on the complicated audits, the ones that are harder of high-income taxpayers. And the fact that such a large share goes to audit the EITC is very unfair. I strongly urge Congress to approve the $80 billion that we've requested for the IRS to be able to.
I think I played the wrong clip. Let's see if we. I told you it's very difficult because I can't hear it. But it is what it is. So we played 4. 4 is the Under Siege. I played clip 5. So let's try this again. Let's try it again.
Do it, but I want to make a point, which is that the IRS is under siege. We have an enormous
tax
is suffering from huge workers who receive underinvestment income. It has massive problems that it's dealing with. Error rates right now, our number one priority, and most of the tax gap has to do with high-income taxpayers, including those who benefit the IRS right now doesn't have that have authority sources of income we know less about, and the resources of the IRS.
Madam Secretary,
cut to the
look,
point
I'm not
where
somebody who's attacking the IRS.
Back
I'm trying to get you the resources that the
audits,
IRS.
the ones that are harder of high-income taxpayers, and
She doesn't want to argue
the
this. She
fact
wants to
that
give her more
such
money.
a large share goes to
they're talking about
audit
she's
the
asking for $80
EITC
billion,
is
and Elizabeth
very
Warren wants to give
unfair.
them double
I
that.
strongly urge Congress
$100
to
billion.
approve the
$160
$80 billion that we've
That's what's
requested
That's
for
what's
the
going
IRS
on. That's where she wants.
to be
I hope
able
you can.
to.
That first clip was her asking for $80
admini-
billion.
to make sure that people
telling
are
us about
paying
the
the
tax
taxes
gap.
that
These
are
are all
due.
things that
And
we
it's
talk
very
about on the show
unfair,
all the time. The tax
to
gap,
workers,
these reasons why they
in lower
use to
income
come up
households the way-
that they need
the way
more
it is.
money.
But I want to
Always
make
need
a point,
more money.
which
They
is
always
that
need more money.
The IRS is under
It's kind of amazing.
siege.
Is
It
this still
is
going
suffering.
there? It's kind of amazing. They always need more money, and again, it's the tax gap. It's the wealthy. It's the IRS is underfunded. They don't have enough money. That they don't. It's not fair that they don't know everything that you do all the time. Opaque income sources means sources they don't know about. All of that. The pass-through entities. That's subchapter S companies. Those are almost all corporations that have small business people. That's what she's talking about. They're going after everyone, not the wealthy. Who's wealthy? People make over $100,000 a year. They say are wealthy. $100,000 is wealthy. That's the wealthy they're after. And it's it's not fair that the people make less than 40, the earned income tax credit, they get audited 5 times more. They didn't put any money into the system. And they catch a lot of money that way by just not giving it off to somebody who asks. You have to prove it. That makes sense. People who they're telling you that it's not that they have to go audit more. It's not that they're not paying their taxes. They're paying a lot of taxes. What they're saying is they're not paying enough taxes. That they're getting away. That somehow the government isn't getting their fair share. Not your fair share. They don't care about the citizen. It's the government. They want to spend it. And then they couch it in terms that you're cheating. You're the cheater. Aren't they cheating? Your opaque income sources. Income sources that you don't know about, I have to tell you about. That's what it is. That's why they're going after all of our bank accounts. Right? That's why they're doing this Cash App thing. That's why they do the 1099-Cs. All of this. It's amazing to me that this is where we are at, and that we have, and that everybody's going to try to say that that we should. Now, there's a story here about this. I don't know if we should read the story now, but let's read the story. Let's read the story. Okay, so here's the same story that she just talked about. You'll hear you'll read all of this in here. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen on Tuesday urged Congress to approve $80 billion in funding for the Internal Revenue Service to help the agency reduce a huge backlog of tax returns and allow it to go after $600 billion in unpaid tax bills. There's not $600 in unpaid tax bills. There is no bill. Okay, they don't know. That's an estimate. That is a guess. They say that. Sometimes they say it's $1 trillion a year. Sometimes they say it's $600 billion. It's usually about $300 billion. So they're exaggerating, even if it is $300 billion. Unbelievable. Out of $4.1 trillion, we give $80 billion away to Ukraine, but we can't help our own companies. We have to squeeze every dollar out of them. The IRS is under siege. It is suffering from a huge underinvestment. You just heard her say it. Yellen told the Senate Finance Committee hearing on Thursday Treasury's budget request for fiscal 2023. Yellen said the agency was dealing with massive problems, including a huge backlog in working through tax returns, and lacked the personnel needed to carry out complicated audits of higher earning taxpayers. She also said that she didn't have the authority to hire anybody, but there was a bill in Congress. They gave them the authority. They're hiring people. They're going to hire 10,000 people this year. So that's just not true. As of May 27th, the IRS had 10.2 million unprocessed individual returns, including 8.2 million paper returns waiting to be reviewed and processed. Senator Casey, a Democrat, said the IRS had but stopped auditing tax returns of wealthy private business owners who were eligible for a 20% tax write-off on their personal taxes, while lower-earning recipients of the earned income tax credits were 5 times more likely to get audited. I just explained why that is. And again, these guys that they're talking about, the 20% write-off, that was a law that passed. That was a law that passed in Congress that gave a tax rebate or lowered taxes for people. Okay, and so it's not like people are stealing. And those are the people that are paying all the money. You're saying they're not paying enough, but you make it sound like they're not paying anything. Of course they're paying money. Of course they're paying taxes. Yellen said those statistics were appalling. And it doesn't matter if more audits bring in more money. It's just a political thing. Just to be fair, it's equity. That's what our government is concerned about now. Equity, not equality, not fairness. And underscored her concern about the estimated tax gap, which she said was mostly due to wealthier taxpayers with opaque sources of income. We've already talked about that. The resources of the IRS have been cut to the point where they've largely cut back on the complicated audits, the ones that are harder, of high-income taxpayers. The fact that such a large share goes to audit the earned income tax credit is unfair. usually, anyway, the earned income, the auditing of the earned income tax credits, that's done automatically. It's not even, they don't even have to put people on it most of the time. So that's done automatic. We have a lot of this stuff now is automatic. That's why they want all of these, let me go back here. That's why they want all of these information returns, so they can do it automatically, right? And then everything gets automatic, and they know. And if you don't file, they call, hey, you didn't file that 1099 K. That's what's coming for the Cash App, or the C, canceled debt, or INT, the interest, or the B, the brokerage. So and there's at least 20 1099 forms now, 20. And they match them with your income. And if you don't put it in there, they will find it. And if you don't file, they'll file it for you under the new automated substitute for return program. And so they'll get your tax returns, and they will come after you. And so, to pretend that somehow that this is, the wealthy are the ones that are our problem, yet they're covering all the bills in this country. It's just beyond me. And you got to pay more. You're a cheater. People aren't cheating. Again, one of the reasons why they don't want to go after the wealthy, again, I'm not talking about the wealthy over $100,000, because that's not wealthy. But people with money, real money, they have accountants and audits. They're following the rules, and when you get audited, it's going to take a lot of time and effort, and they're not going to get that money back when they put it in. And that's why they don't audit them. They made an efficiency determination that it's not efficient but they don't care about efficiency. They care about equity, not fairness, equity. So they don't care how much it is. So anyway, that's what. So they're wasting money. They won't even answer your phone call, but they want to waste money on equity and not efficiency. It's not efficient. Well, it doesn't matter. We're still going to do it. We need more money so we can go after them. We'll get more money. Just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I hope that I know the sound. I have to figure all that out. Attorney Leahy, why didn't you figure it out before you did it? You got to do it to figure it out. That's the way we work. So anyway, thanks so much for joining us. I want to ask you to like and subscribe our content. We need to get it out there. We need your help to do that. So please like and subscribe. Remember, if you owe the IRS money, if you haven't filed your tax returns, a lot of people get paralyzed. They don't know what to do. And so here's the first thing you should do if this is you. If you're paralyzed, you don't know what to do, get a copy of my book, Deal with Your IRS Problem Today. Go to freeirsbook.com, freeirsbook.com. Get your free copy. I'll ask you to pay a small handling fee, but I'll give you the book. Costs about $10 to say. Actually, it costs more than $10. We charge $10 for filing fee. For shipping, but it costs me more than $10 to ship it most of the time. So anyway, go to freeirsbook.com, freeirsbook.com. Go to freeirsbook.com and get your free copy. So thanks so much for joining us here today. We look forward to seeing you again. Tomorrow I'll be out. I'm going to go see Chris Plant in Oak Brook, Illinois. He's coming. We're sponsoring that event. Open Tax Advocates is sponsoring that event. And so we'll be out there. I get a chance to address the crowd. It's sold out. So if you're out there, come on up to me and say hello. So thanks so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you again another time. Thank you.